Hello, this is Harry and welcome to another video, where today I'm going to be looking through many of the comments I received on the 3 videos I did about the Minecraft server hosts Aternos, Minehut and server.pro. So the first video I did was just Minehut and Aternos, the second video I did was just Aternos and server.pro, and the third video was an updated version using all 3 server hosts. So I'm just going to be going through some of the comments from these 3 videos and responding. So if you are looking for a comparison, I will link the most recent one up there. I may do a new one soon, but the third one there is Minehut vs Aternos.server.pro, and that is my most recent one. So today I'm just going to be going through some of the comments I received on these and talking through some of the questions, which maybe I didn't go through clearly enough in the video themselves. So the first question I'm going to be answering, well, this one isn't really a question, this is more of a statement, but they said that the best free host is your own PC. Now, although this is technically true in terms of lag, you won't get as much if you are hosting a server from your own PC, and it will generally just work a bit better. So yeah, that's true to an extent. However, the main point of these free server hosts, Aternos, Minehut, server.pro, is how easy they are to set up and use. Now, not everyone may have the time to learn how to set up their own server from their PC, or maybe their PC just isn't powerful enough, or they just don't want to have to keep it on for 24 hours a day. So, in these cases, definitely try some of these free server hosts. However, that is always an option you can try if you are able to. So the next thing I am going to be talking about is this question here. So how to make it cracked, please somebody. So, in short, Minehut doesn't allow cracked clients. But if you are using Aternos, all you have to do is go into the options tab and switch cracked to true. This should help, this should work hopefully. If it doesn't, leave a comment and I'll try and help you out. But yeah, that's all you need to do, and people with cracked Minecraft will be able to join your Aternos server. So the next question I'm going to be talking about is which is the best out of the 2. So they're talking about Aternos and Minehut because these questions are from that video exclusively at the minute. I'll get onto the other ones a bit later on and you can hear a bit more about server.pro. So the reason that I didn't give a clear answer in the videos is because I want people to be able to decide for themselves based on their needs. There are many different factors which affect which one will be best for you. For example, your location in the world. If one of them has their servers located closer to you, then that will probably lag less and have a better connection. So I want people to be able to decide for themselves based on their needs. Aternos supports mods, Minehut doesn't, so in some cases you don't really have an option out of the 2. It really depends on what you want to do, where you are in the world, all sorts of stuff like that. However, I would recommend Aternos because that is the one I've had the best experience with in the past. However, as I said, it really does depend on what you are needing to do. The next thing I'm talking about is, yeah, I don't like clickbait either. I always try and avoid it the best I can. But Aternos asks for notifications. Is this safe? Because when I accept notifications from other websites, it gives me annoying fake news. So, as far as I'm aware, the only thing that Aternos uses its notifications for is to alert you when your server is almost turned on. So, when you are starting up an Aternos server, it will prompt you with a thing saying, click to confirm that you're still ready to start your server. If you don't click this, you will have to wait in queue again. So this will send you a notification to say that it's ready to be confirmed, and then it will switch on. And it will also send you a notification when it is actually on. As far as I'm aware, that is the only thing that Aternos uses the notifications for. So you are safe to use that. So the next question may seem obvious to some people, but I'm going to talk about this anyway, just in case some people aren't sure, and I want to be as helpful as I can to get through all these comments. So this question is, can you start and stop the server while still keeping your builds? So all three of the server hosts I have talked about, Aternos, Minehut and server.pro, all of them work in the same way. You will not lose your builds by just turning off the server, restarting the server, anything like that. The only way that you can lose your world, your inventory, all sorts of stuff like that is if you actually specifically delete the world folder in the server files. Other than that, they will always save, and yeah, so don't worry about that at all. So the next question is very interesting actually. Obviously I can't answer this question for sure because I don't work for any of these companies. However, this question is, I'm still wondering how these companies are able to stay alive with free servers. And it's a very good question because it's true. They use free servers. How are they going to earn their money? However, they all, as I mentioned earlier, they all offer paid upgrades. So they earn a lot of their money through these paid upgrades, for people buying these to improve the quality of their server and things like that. And also, if you go on the websites of these server hosts, I don't remember exactly which ones, but I think Aternos and maybe one of or both of the others have adverts on the website. This earns the website money as well, so that is another way that they earn their money. The next question here is, how many servers can you make on Aternos? So technically you can only make one server per account. However, there are ways to get around this. So if another account has a server and they want you to be able to turn it on and off, edit the settings, all that sort of thing, they can just share it with you, and then you have control of that server as well as your own one that you've made. So technically there is a workaround for this, especially as you can make accounts without needing an email on Aternos. And basically all you need to do is just make a new account, make a new server, set it all up, share it with your main account, and then you can manage all your servers from that one account. So technically you can have infinite servers. So the next one is Minehut is not free though. So this isn't a question, this is a statement. But it is. It has, as I mentioned earlier, all these server hosts have paid versions, paid upgrades, all that sort of thing. Minehut is free as the base server. It's not great as a free version, but it does have a free version, and it offers upgrades which you can pay for. So the next question is a very interesting question. So, does Minehut allow for players from both Bedrock and Java? They have an Aternos server. How can they transfer their world to Minehut? So, I'm going to talk about this first question here first. Does Minehut allow players from both Bedrock and Java? So, Minehut has a very interesting method of dealing with this, to say the least. So, their servers are made primarily for Java. However, if you try and join a Minehut server from Bedrock Edition, you can actually do that, and it will just connect you into the Java server. However, both Java and Bedrock Edition are written in different programming languages, and as code needs to be converted from both ends to actually contact the server, it does lag a lot and it is very buggy. I haven't actually tried this myself, but from what I hear, this is the case and this is what happens. And as for the conversion part of this comment, all you need to do is go into your Aternos server, find the world file, download that. It should be a .zip file, and then all you need to do is go to the website of the server host that you wish to move your world to, and go into the files, delete the world file that is already there, and just simply upload the new one. So the next comment is, every time I try to join my server in Minehut, it takes me to the lobby. What do I do from here? So there's two things that you can do to join your server. So one is, if you actually turn the server on from the website, you will join instantly into the server using the server IP. And the other thing is, when you're in the lobby, you can simply do /join and then the server name. So if I had a Minehut server called HarryPGaming, all I need to do is type /join HarryPGaming in chat. This sometimes takes a few attempts, it doesn't always work first try. From experience, this is very temperamental and only works, it doesn't work very well, but it only works like very occasionally. So the next comment is basically about lag. So it's when I play on Aternos servers, when I hit an animal or mob, it is in slow motion. Do you know how to fix this? And when they break an object, it breaks after half a second or even sometimes a second. So yeah, this is a generic lag issue which you get on many free servers, and there are ways you can help lag. There's no ways that you can truly get rid of the lag unless you buy a server with more RAM, which is just a better quality. However, for a free server, there are things you can do to reduce the lag. So the first thing is more on your end. So it's possible that the lag isn't actually from the server, in which case you can try installing Optifine. I will leave a link to that in the description if I don't forget. And with Optifine, it allows you to have many different video settings which increase the performance of your computer and how Minecraft performs. But if it is on the server side, you can try using a different server software such as Spigot, because Spigot is coded in a way where it uses up less RAM and therefore makes less lag. However, if that doesn't work, you can also try other different software such as Paperbucket. So the next one is I have a question. One of my friends said Aternos is illegal. Is that true? This is definitely not true. So Aternos is 100% legal. I think the reason that this question was brought up is because Aternos allows cracked players, which aren't technically legal versions of Minecraft. Although I don't believe you can get in trouble for actually owning one of these cracked versions. Yeah, Aternos is totally not illegal. It is 100% legal, and you will not get in any legal trouble for using Aternos. So the next question is, how do I change render distance on Aternos? So Aternos does limit the render distance that each player can have. I'm not exactly sure of the number anymore of how high it goes. However, it does have a limit, and sometimes this limit can be a bit annoying. If you are using an older version of Minecraft on your Aternos server, this limit isn't in place. It was only in place for, I believe, versions after 1.12 when they change world generation and that sort of thing, and it makes it a lot laggier. So in order to combat that lag, Aternos have limited the render distance, which I don't see as a bad thing. It may annoy some people, but I don't think it really is too much of an issue at the limit that they have. So the next comment is, you don't explain the main differences between the hosts. Minehut is a server network hosted on a large Bungie network, while Aternos is not. Some of the comparisons don't make any sense. This is not a good comparison between the hosts. Lag you are complaining about is also on my computer. So at the time I did have a very laggy computer. Yeah, that's true, but it was also the server as well. It wasn't just my computer. I can tell you that for sure because I've tried it on this gaming laptop I have now, and things haven't changed much. Although my computer was definitely causing a lot of that lag that you saw in the last videos. There is a difference between server speed, which is the TPS, and your frame rate, the FPS, and the latency. So yeah, the main difference is between the hosts. I didn't really know that, and I still aren't quite sure what that is. Okay, look, I'm not into the technical stuff. I'm just here to share my experience of the two server hosts and try and help you out on deciding which performs the best. I don't feel that's a necessary detail for the purposes of these videos that I've made, and although now you know, it's there now. So if you wanted that detail, there you go, you can have it. The next question is actually from my server.pro versus Aternos video, And this one is what will happen if the renewal timer hits 0 while I'm playing. So if you aren't aware, with server.pro servers, there is a renewal timer, and you have to renew your server, I believe it was every hour. Otherwise, you have to wait in queue again to turn your server on, and the queues with server.pro are very painful. It is much worse than the Aternos queues now. If you've ever not liked the Aternos queues, then you will not like the server.pro queues, trust me. So all that happens is that it'll turn off, and then you need to wait in that horrible queue again. The next questions are from my most up-to-date version of this video, server.pro versus Aternos versus Minehut. So the first one from these are, how do I change the server's region for a better ping? So Aternos and Minehut, at the time of recording, I haven't actually checked since, don't have options for where your server is located in the free versions. However, server.pro does have many different servers in different locations, and you select which one when you create the server. But yeah, as I mentioned, Aternos and Minehut currently don't have this feature. So there's also just lots of comments asking which server is best for this country or this country. Here in these examples I have India and Australia. Now, I have never been to these countries. I've never tried Minecraft servers in these, so I can't say for sure. If anyone else wants to share their experiences, go ahead in the comments, and if anyone wants to check, other people may have commented, so if you wish to have a look, go ahead. Generally though, the best server performance will be the one which has the servers closest to you, and yeah. So also I want to mention that people are recommending other server hosts in the comments. I haven't heard of most of these server hosts that people are talking about in the comments, and I haven't tried these, as generally they are less known hosts. So definitely make sure to research these server hosts properly before you want to try any of these, because I don't know how safe they are. They may give you viruses. None of the ones I've talked about in this video do. Aternos, Minehut and server.pro. These are very well known server hosts, and they are all safe. I've tested them personally. Many people have used them, and without issue. But if someone else comments a server host, definitely make sure to look them up first and make sure that they're safe. Anyway, that's all for today. As I mentioned at the start of the video, if you are looking to find out which server is best for you, definitely go and check out my server.pro versus Aternos versus Minehut video, linked up the corner there in the eye, or in the description if the eye isn't there for some reason. Anyway, that's all for today, so thank you for watching. Do subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I upload lots of Minecraft related content, some server stuff like this, and some just Let's Plays. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye!